way that it's easy for a person to read.
And we'll stay with
Yep,
the-
it will stay right there. And I'm not sure.
It's easy to see straight up and down.
Okay.
Easy search your ballot.
Okay.
Right, so I pick up my ballot.
Yeah.
Face, does it matter if it's face up or face down?
It won't matter, but
Doesn't matter,
yep.
okay.
Now it's just scanning the ballot, and this is where it would read what precinct this ballot would belong to if you had a split precinct or different precincts. And you can zoom in with that button and make that screen large.
Oh, my.
Okay.
There's my hand.
Okay. I know, I don't even need my glasses. If you were visually impaired, you would plug the earphones in and you can just hear it starting. I didn't even undo them, but
Now, Phil, since they're in the group, you know who you got to vote for, right?
okay. And also, if you were visually impaired, you could black out the screen. That gives you the contrast. You can do a contrast, or you can hit this button, Phil, and you can black out the screen. So if there was a visually impaired person, they don't need to see the screen, and they can vote totally on audio, and no one gives them the privacy.
What would they touch if they vote
They would
on
be
audio?
touching the Braille keypads and the arrows, you know?
Go next.
Yeah. And here's the selectmen's race. And you can zoom out if you want to get the full ballot. And there's all your choices. So you would touch your,
A little too small for me.
okay.
Print is too small.
Then zoom it back up. All right. And now you can choose the candidate or candidates of your choice. We won't look. We won't look.
But I'll, can I vote for all? I can't vote for one.
Well, if you vote for
I'm not
three,
voting.
all right, you want to play it safe. If you want to vote for three, it will return you, it'll tell you you had an overvote.
Overvote. See, it
Yep.
does, okay.
Yep, so now you can go forward,
Oh, I see.
But-
What I have to do is I have to,
hit next.
back.
Yep.
Right, and then go up again.
And now
If
you
I want
have,
to change though.
now if you want to change, you hit the one that you want to change. Oops, just hit that one, it'll take it off, and you can vote for another person.
Okay.
And you can hear it as
I can hear it, yeah,
you're
absolutely.
going. Of course, if those are not attached, no one will hear anything. And if you want to try a write-in, we can
Maybe
try
we
a
should
write-in
try
on the
write-in.
next screen. The reason it's saying that is because the write-in spaces were below, and
Yes.
you can hit this more key to just move that ballot up, and now it is assured that you have seen everything on that race.
Okay. So if I want to write in.
Yep.
Someone else, okay, so I want to write someone in, let's
Yep.
say.
It's Stephen with a
Okay, so
PH,
it's
Phil.
gonna say-
It's Stephen with a PH.
Right
Well,
in.
I was gonna vote.
Kathy
I
Dardino
was gonna vote
for
for someone close to
CPC.
my heart.
And it's a regular alphabetically organized keyboard instead of a typewriter type keyboard. Does this mean you're going to resign from the select?
Nah, I hold two positions.
And there's your name.
Now I go next.
Yeah,
Undervote, I see.
because you only voted for one, which you can do. You can do.
Okay, I can do that.
Yes.
All right.
So people can vote for one candidate. It's just alerting you to the fact that you have undervoted. And this is a review of your
It gives me summary of
selections.
my selections.
And if we just zoom out just to get the full picture, get the whole ballot, you can see that. Now, if you had voted for only one candidate in any of these races, this would be a different color. That race would be a different color, just to alert you that you had undervoted or overvoted in that particular race.
So I
If
can
you
go
should,
back to that if I
yep,
want.
and if you should say, I think I'll change my mind and I'll vote for someone else for moderator, you hit the screen, it takes you right back to that, and you can hit next to say, no, that's fine. And now,
Mark that,
and that's it.
ballot.
it is a very easy unit to use, it truly is. It will come out, it's not done yet.
Okay.
Yep. And now you can just remove it. You'll have to give it a good tug.
Two?
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't want it to fall on the floor.
Well, that's wonderful.
So you're gonna tell us who
So
you
now
voted
back
for?
to the side.
No, what's your vote?
I'm definitely, no.
All right,
Goodness,
we'll hold this
it's
one.
only an experiment.
All right, I'll hold that one, but I will show you one. Thank you very much for assisting me. I will show you one that I voted for, all right, in the office, just so you can see how the ballots are marked. It just fills in the oval. And I think I do a write-in. Yes, I did do a write-in.
You did?
In the selectman race. I did a write-in name. My assistant Carol became the next selectman on this board.
It certainly does probably a better job of filling in
The ovals. But I do, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Barbara, just a comment, as I watched and listened, the machine is fairly slow, so it's not like you want to run every voter through it.
Right.
I mean, it's aimed at the primarily the handicapped.
Yes, that is the intention. However, as I said, the Secretary of State's office encourages anybody who wants to use it to go ahead and use it. But it definitely does take time. Although, you know, if you were used to this type of technology, if you use ATM machines and computers and things like that, a lot of people are very adept at that and just go along with screen reading and can move along with it. Some people, the curiosity will just be what will interest them in trying it.
I was just
Some of the
looking
time
at.
is involved with booting up too, which you won't have.
Right,
No, of course
right.
not, but, I was just
Correct.
kind of listening to the printing time,
Yeah.
and you think, if you only have one machine, and you could have a long queue.
Yes.
You'll have, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead. No.
You were talking a few minutes ago.
Go ahead.
That doesn't save the results.
No, it doesn't. It clearly just marks the ballot, and now you just take it to your regular AccuVote machine in your precinct. As you exit, you give your name again at the checkout table, and this goes into that machine, and it reads these colored circles.
So there's no memory.
No memory whatsoever. No.
And I assume this being the first time around, you'll have a worker.
Well, yes, that's why I'm having a training session on Thursday, so that everybody can be exposed to it and assist anybody who needs assistance with it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna comment. You're gonna have to have a worker with it,
Yeah.
because, the first time
But
people use it.
North Reading holds its elections a little later than some communities, and many of the clerks from other communities who have used it have said that the handicapped population has gone right to it, and they know this type of technology. They're used to it in other areas that they deal with.
What
Yeah.
Without ever using the
Yep.
machine, really?
Yep.
Huh?
So it's not an uncommon or foreign, it's probably not as foreign to them as it is to us.
Yeah, right.
So-
Want the Braille test, right? Would not.
Yeah, this is true.
You and I.
Would anybody else like to try?
No.
Warren, yes.
Yeah. It's, one of the reasons that they went the way they did with this is because there's an inherent trust in just totally electronic machines and that they could be manipulated. And if there was ever a close vote, there's always that piece of paper for a recount that's valid, that properly represents their vote.
Even
So
the
there's a
other-
real good reason for doing it this way.
Yeah, the other machine that had a paper trail, that paper trail did allow, somebody to at least have something to read. But as you said, it could not necessarily say that was truthfully the way the person intended to vote.
That's right.
So, do you want me to put a ballot in, Bob?
Barbara, thank you very much.
You're welcome. I will be waiting for reports from each of your precincts to hear that you have used this
I'm
machine.
gonna use it. I absolutely use it.
Thank you.
I've got some experience though.
Yeah, that's right. But thank you for
You
giving
already
me the
voted, you're
opportunity
done.
to present
Well,
it.
you need it.
Nope, I'll be all set. Yep, it's on wheels for now.
All right, the next item on the agenda is to accept the check. Who's speaking for Narissa tonight? Mrs. Deck.
I am really not the speaker in the family, but I made a few notes. I'm here with Joanne Pulowski from the Board of Directors of Narissa, and we're proud to present this check in the amount of $50,000 to the Board of Selectmen to fulfill our commitment to the town, its teen community, and their families. These funds will be used to establish the revolving account approved at October town meeting, which will be used to pay the salary and benefits of our new youth services director. Narissa's fundraising and grant writing efforts will continue as we work towards our goal of funding for year 2. It will be the job of the new Youth Service Committee, along with Allison Olson from the Human Resources and Greg Valiakonis for the town administrator, to recruit, hire, and ultimately welcome and introduce the new Youth Services Director to the town of North Reading. This committee will then team with the new director to identify resources and develop programs for teens. We look forward with hope to the good work this committee will be doing for our town, and we gratefully acknowledge the guidance and support we have received from our citizens, local business leaders, and our elected officials. Together, we can make a difference for North Reading's teen community. Thank you for the opportunity. You have the check.
A couple of questions. Has the appointed committee formally met?
Yes, we have that.
And have you elected officers?
Yes, we
And
have.
who are they?
Christine Fisher is the president. One of the non-Narissa people, Robin Dapolito is the vice president. The clerk is Mike Treasurer, and I am the treasurer.
Mr. Belkonis, you have any comments?
Well, the only comment I have is I looked at the motion, I looked at the amount of the check.
It says 75,000.
I was just wondering if you gave an additional $25,000?
No, I thought you were matching it or something.
It was 50,000.
Well, the motion should be 50.
Correct.
Any other comments?
It's a great thing. It's nice to see it underway, and hopefully it'll get off the ground and come around running, so it's a great thing.
Well, we certainly should commend the Marissa group for their efforts in the fundraising. I think they've done a fabulous job.
How many more games are left?
We have some for Christmas next year.
We have some for
Mr. Vino,
Mr. Chairman, I move to accept the check in the amount of $50,000 from Narissa.
Second.
motion made by Mr. Vino, seconded by Mr. Harris. Further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? Before you leave, the board is unaware of this, but I spoke to Mr. Belkonis this afternoon, actually, and I suggested that as part of our 3-year plan, something that I wanted to get consensus of the board on, I suggested that you put together some numbers for 2010, which would include the town picking up the cost of the services rep. And I'm wondering where the board would stand on that. This is not this current year budget issue, nor is it next year. As you recall, Marissa had committed to funding this for 2 years. So the question is, where do we stand associated with, if we're going to talk about a 3-year plan, are we willing to put forth in that plan funding for the 3rd year?
Initially was the whole idea was to have like a revolving fund so that hopefully whatever programs are in place will generate sufficient revenue to support the department, or are we looking to augment it? I'm still a little unclear as to what the proposal, ideally it would be self-supporting, I would expect.
I think that was the original proposal, was by year 3 would be self-supporting.
Self-support, not needing any town funding.
Grants, combination of grants, combination of fees charged to participants, that fundraising.
I think if you know, and I know some of these goals are pretty lofty, you know, to try and raise $75,000 a year, say, to support it, maybe even grow once the program grows. If the town is going to be committed to this, then we should probably anticipate some sort of augmentation until it really gets going. I mean, even over a 3-year